Hey, what's going on, guys? Inglorious Gun, and today we are on the precipice of me getting out of bronze. This is pretty much my match before my ascension, which I'm hoping to record. We'll see if that's going to be the next match or 5 matches from now. My performance and the ranked gods will only tell. But for today, we got some Hulk gameplay, another Vanguard I actually really enjoy playing. A character that is pretty contingent on having good healers, but otherwise has like sustainability in his kit, can provide like AoE shields, and then his ability to stun, and then his ranged option just kind of coalescing in his combo. Really cool, but definitely is not easy to use, and a lot of situations end up like this where your pants are just completely pulled down. You are Bruce Banner, and you get your little ass slapped, but it's all part of the experience, I assure you. But yeah, I've been trying to play a little bit more Hulk as of late. Just a cool character. I was a little confused at first. I think when I first started Marvel Rivals, I'm like, whoa, like he has Bruce Banner mode. He's not just de facto, Hulk, and then maybe turn into a bigger Hulk. But no, the 3 tiers of his ascension. I think his kit is really unique in that sense, and it is actually pretty rewarding to realize that, like, oh, okay, like my base form is getting shredded. I don't have like superior Hulk or whatever his like ult form is, right? I need to kind of jump out, and then if I do lose it, and I'm not doing a good job of showcasing it here, but later in the video you'll see, I can kind of fall back into my back line, provide enough like range damage in addition to the bio grenade, along with me just being like smooth brain and like throwing bio grenades at myself for like a 10% increase, but I don't think it was that substantial, right, given the cooldown. But yeah, you essentially can fall back into the back line, get your Hulk form back, and then your ult charge will always be persistent in regards to actually achieving his secondary form. So pretty cool in that sense. Dude, Jeff the Shark being an absolute fucking god. Huge quad there. And even switched to Adam Warlock at my request just because we had a Mantis and I thought the Cocoon would be beneficial to them, but he needs no god. We are existing in his domain, and the victory of this match is definitely due in part to him. So yeah, for right now, we have this Penny Parker in the back line, kind of fucking annoying. There's that hold though. I mean, any kind of silence, I guess you would say. Like, I'm thinking of like Mantis's asleep, or in this case, like, yeah, that bio hold, whatever the fuck, like Hulk's cum that like, steals people in their place for 5 seconds. Depending if you have your team behind you, right, the group fire on that leads to like a really easy frag, especially if they're squishy. If they're a DPS or you have like a health unit, then no issue right there. But we pop our first ult. I got a little overzealous. I think we do actually kill Magneto, thankfully, because our team had enough pressure there, but I did punch him out of my range for the cleanup, but thankfully the right click was enough to finish the job. Grab Penny there as well. And then, yeah, this Moon Knight is absolutely fucked. It was a bit of a close call, though. As you can see, I'm getting a little shredded here. Was I able to pull out of this, though? Alright, we clear the Ankh. I think I might be able to get Hulk form again, yeah. I was kind of panicking, though, at the prospect. I was like, what if I just start throwing grenades at myself? Would that work? But unfortunately, not the monumental tech I thought it would be. I mean, it's definitely an increase, right? Like, especially under this circumstance, if I gotta chill back, but it was probably more conducive to potentially throw that at an enemy and then get a couple shots in, just so I can get back in the game. But immediately pressuring Hela, that teleport had me fucked up. But thankfully there was no health pack there, and we just jump on her for the frag, and then yeah, Magneto just getting clapped. But big issue I think a lot of Hulk players have is you kind of get lost in the sauce a little bit, right? Under the impression that your healer is pocketing you and just like 2 feet away from you at any given time, and you are God's gift to Earth and nothing's gonna break you down. You get fucking melted like this immediately, and before you know it, you are I guess I would say beta Bruce Banner, right? Before you are Alpha Hulk, and then, true Sigma grind set, fucking waking up at 5 a.m. making $5 million before you do 4 push-ups and drink, you know, a 2-ounce cup of coffee in Hulk's superior form. But, you know, that's all the more reason to kind of play towards your team and your backline. There was a really good comment. I'm a huge fucking idiot at the moment, so I can't remember that person's name, but I assure you I will bring it up again and give you your proper credentials. But just on one of my videos, they had mentioned in regards to ranked, it is more conducive to follow the principle of following rather than leading your team. And that's something I have a bit of an issue with, right? Because I love initiating, I love disrupting and potentially like securing kills on healers for the convenience of, you know, bettering my team. That way, whatever damage they are doing, it's not getting mitigated unless the enemy team has a secondary healer, if you kind of get my drift, right? But it has been advice that I'm still actively taking. This video is pretty evident with it, but essentially just kind of playing off my team and staying more in their vicinity, not only for the benefit of the healers, you know, and having ease of providing that health to their frontline tanks, but just knowing like when I should disengage a bit more or essentially apply pressure when it's going to be most effective, or if it's going to allow my team to kind of back up and get healed up. But you know, at the end of the day, if you don't have the damage output you need, then it's just unfortunately not going to go your way, and there will be a lot of circumstances like this where I think we all kind of got wiped, or whomever was with me at the time, if they weren't staggered, we got pushed back, and then I had 5 people fucking blasting away at my pecs. But, you know, this is the reality of playing Hulk. That being said, though, his damage output and damage potential is crazy, and I was not utilizing his jump, which is like the best part of his kit, right? But we're going to launch into his ult here, and, you know, I think initially I was like, holy fuck, that's a lot of damage, but we're definitely laying it down. We secure Moon Knight there. Their Loki unfortunately backed himself in here along with Magneto, so there he goes, and then no healers. We just got to burst through this shield, and then we get a nice little 3k there. Pennies to our back, and then there's the quad. And I'm pretty sure I could have probably like focused down that Psylocke. I was not in like any mood to do that, if that was even the remaining champion, but our team had it. Wasn't too concerned in that regard. But yeah, the enemy team actually did a pretty decent job this game, all things considered. Even for bronze, right? Like, these are not necessarily close games, and that's due to like a lot of easy mistakes. It's really just like 1 or 2 wipes, and you can kind of get this positioning or get the 3 points. But making out that final push, it's really contingent on stuff like that. Like, that was a huge fucking maximum pulse, and then he cleaned it up with another 3k. Everyone else is just kind of disrupted. They do have the cloak and dagger, but that's kind of my prerogative to focus down at the moment. And there she goes. No remaining heals, and our team kind of cleared out the round by killing up anyone else that was still in the vicinity. So now we're going to be heading to attack, and same kind of deal here. I definitely play a little bit more cautious, I think, this time around, but we definitely try to get a little ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, clear-cut example of doing the exact opposite of what I was just talking about, right? Which was, you know, playing towards the back of my team. I fucking dove in, got melted, and there I was with egg on my face, right? A lesser fucking brain-rotted player would be like, why wasn't my team healing me? But that was obviously my fault. Thankfully, we got that last hit, or at least part of that last hit with the freeze on Moon Knight. That was kind of weird. I'll take it though. Little moments like that happen. Making sure to pop the bio shield. Ooh. The regenerative effect of that ability for Hulk specifically, but also your team, is huge. It's always important just to keep on top of your health, as we mentioned in the last video as well, just in case that you know, you're not the main priority of your healer. I've played strategists like quite a bit on a few different champs, and it's very easy to have a circumstance where unless you have like AoE healing capacity at like a huge level like Loki or certain heroes like Cloak and Dagger, it can get really difficult to kind of manage everyone's health. I think Adam Warlock, for as awesome as he is, has that issue a lot because his healing capacity is on a cooldown comparative to other healers, which, you know, it might be reduced to like a reload timer, like with Rocket, but that's just like a hyper-specific thing with this kit. I think it's only a matter of seconds on his cooldown, so it all kind of balances out in a sense. But here we are. Like, I got pushed back into bruise form. I should have absolutely been cooked here, but thankfully my team saw what was happening. We all backed up, and I didn't push ahead either, which was, you know, would have been immediate death, right? But I was pleasantly surprised that for getting focused down, the homies had paid attention and fucking backed me up there. But clean little freeze, we're pushing the cart along, and we're encroaching upon getting our ult again. Hopefully, you know, going to have more impact with it. I don't think I was utilizing it too well throughout this game. I got maybe like 1 or 2 frags, but who needs that when Iron Man is hitting the fattest maximum pulse known to man. Did help with that little cleanup there, but that was huge. That was a 5K. You got the entire fucking team on that ace. I'm glad I didn't steal that kill from him. In retrospect, it would have felt awful, right? But okay, another freeze, and just kind of rolling into his combo. This is the ideal situation, closer quarters. If you are running low in Hulk form, obviously popping his ult will give you the fresh and updated health bar. Pretty basic strategy in regards to utilizing that, but because I had used his grab, I immediately regressed back into banner mode, and definitely a close call here, but we're at 80%, 89, 91, only need about like 1 more hit here, and then just immediately roll into it because you do have iframes during your transformation, so you're not going to get like incredibly melted unless all 5 of them are just, you know, watching you as your pants are enlarging, and then your fucking 800 or 900 health is gone within seconds. That was like a huge danger scenario there. Hella was just like looking at me with envy in her eyes. But yeah, we thankfully didn't have to go all the way to the cap point, given that we had that last second hold, but otherwise we're just kind of slow walking this shit in, and it was a pretty easy victory all around, but a fun game that was the culmination of our team working pretty well together. And for a solo queue match, as discussed before, that is feels pretty good, man. You know, what more could you ask for? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the feedback, and the videos have been actually receiving a lot of views lately, which is cool. A lot of people have been commenting, and I love interacting in discourse, etc. So looking to keep that going forward, and yeah, you guys have a great day.